Are you ready for the best kept secret in the gaming world? Meet the Attack Shark X3. Packed with components you'd expect in mice costing over $100, but priced on Amazon at an unbelievable $41.99. It sounds too good to be true, right? Here's the twist. No one exactly knows who's manufacturing this mouse, and the more you search, the deeper the plot thickens. For $41.99, the box is pretty much what you'd expect. It's the same cheap, cost-cutting packaging we've all seen before. Even at half the price of their competition, Attack Shark still manages to include a braided USB Type-C to Type-A cable and rubberized grips. I opted to purchase the mouse in purple just because I didn't have a purple mouse yet, but it is available in orange, purple, black, red, and white. These are definitely the cheapest skates I've ever had the privilege of touching. Skates aside, I definitely classify the X3 as a Logitech Superlight clone. They feel very similar. Inside, you'll discover the 1000 Hz, 2.4 GHz dongle tightly secured. It's definitely a snug fit. If you prefer not to use the 2.4 GHz wireless, the X3 also includes a Bluetooth option. While it's not necessary, it's nice to have the extra flexibility at such an affordable price. And that's why I got two, except the one on the left isn't an Attack Shark. Kysona is a brand you probably haven't heard much about, and I didn't either until a commenter told me to check out the Attack Shark X3 and I started investigating. AliExpress.com is an online marketplace owned by Alibaba. You can pretty much find whatever you're looking for here at weirdly low prices. It wasn't really a surprise that I managed to find the Attack Shark X3 on AliExpress. What was surprising was finding the X3 for less than half the cost of what Amazon is selling it for. And do you see that down there? Tell me this isn't the exact same mouse under different branding. And if you have any doubts about these being the same mice off the same production line, let me lay out the rest for you right now. Despite both mice listing different manufacturers on the box, they have the exact same mouse shell, shape, and patterns on the bottom. Both feature wireless and Bluetooth. Both have the same dongle storage and cover mechanism. They even have very similar PCBs. The footprint and screw placement is exactly the same. The sensor is a PixArt PAW3395, in case you were curious. The sensor has a maximum resolution of 26K. And if you weren't sold yet, you can update the Attack Shark using Kysona firmware, although I wouldn't recommend it. There are two differences. The first is the battery. The Kysona M600 features a 500 mAh battery versus the Attack Shark X3's 300 mAh battery. Real life difference on the battery is about 80 hours versus 50 hours. The second difference is the switches. The X3 is equipped with Kailh Black Mambas and the M600 has the Huano blue shell pink dots. In case you're curious, they sound like this. So, which sounds better? Let me know in the comments. Regardless of whatever you think the superior switch is, these mice came from the same production line. And it might sound like we figured something out here, but it just leads to more questions. How are they capable of doing this for so cheap? These mice are coming with actual quality parts. Getting a mouse with a $33.95 in either Kailh or Huano switches for under $50 is a good deal. The X3 is on sale for $20. I paid $160 for my Logitech GPX Superlight 2. And when I purchased it, I knew I was getting ripped off, but I didn't think I was getting that ripped off. I could buy 8 Attack Shark X3s for the cost of one Logitech GPX Superlight. And the part that's most offensive, the X3 and the M600 are actually good mice. I had a ton of fun using them. Aside from the absolute crap skates, the Kysona somehow includes glass skates, by the way, and Attack Shark getting the weight wrong. The mouse is 55 grams, not 49 grams like it's advertising. I didn't notice any performance drop when I was gaming with my friends. So the big question, are we getting ripped off? Yes, absolutely, 100%. Major corporations like Logitech and Razer are exploiting gamers with their excessive prices. It's hard to justify why flagship mice like the GPX G502, Basilisk V3 Pro, or Death Adder V3 Pro cost over $100 when alternatives like the Attack Shark X3 and Kysona M600 offer comparable performance for a fraction of the price. But who exactly is manufacturing these mice? Well, I did some detective work and I decided to find out. But before I tell you, subscribe to this channel. Just pretty much burned any bridge I'd have with Logitech or Razer because the truth is more important than any sponsorship I might get. So the least you could do is click that little sub button. It really helps out. Thanks. All right, you guys ready? I reached out to Attack Shark and Kysona to find out who manufactures their mice. Attack Shark remained silent and never responded. Kysona, though, they replied very quickly. Kysona confirmed they, in fact, manufacture both the X3 and M600. These models roll off the same factory line despite being marketed under separate brands. And Kysona also confirmed that the brands have no affiliation. But it doesn't stop there. Not only are they manufacturing Attack Shark mice, but they also manufacture mice for Ajaz and Deluxe. Kysona detailed the challenges they face in producing these mice at such low consumer prices. They went on to say that crafting the lightweight mouse mold and managing the cost of the $33.95 sensor were particularly difficult. So for everyone on Reddit who says the Attack Shark X3 and the Kysona M600 are completely different mice, you're wrong. I'm right. Get over it. So what do you think? I'd love to know your thoughts. Do you think brands like Logitech and Razer are ripping us off? Or do you think their mice justify the $160 price tag? I'd love to know your thoughts. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, I hope you learned something, and until next time, GG.